Now that front-end web development is a thriving industry profession, there are many variations of career paths within it. These variations center on different specializations. As we learned in the history clips, the full-stack web developer is an extremely common path, which has an equal balance between front-end development, building stuff for the client side, and back-end development, building for the server. Sometimes, depending on the technology and frameworks used, a project or company position may require someone who is a front-end web development specialist to be working in more of a full-stack arena. If, for example, we find ourselves working on a PHP project, we, as front-end web developers, would be building HTML mixed with PHP code to include data. It would be front-end stuff, but would be mixed with server-side code that helps aid in rendering the front-end code and content. But front-end specialization does exist and is growing each day. With an increasing web architecture of backing API services and endpoints, the full stack is gaining more separation with the goal of being able to layer different clients to consume data from servers. Within this landscape, there's the opportunity for front-end developers that live in an HTML, CSS, and JavaScript world, where client-side websites and applications are designed, built, and animated with HTML and CSS, and JavaScript is used to communicate with API endpoints and handle all of the user interaction. This abstraction of the backend from the front end allows for other front-end application solutions, like mobile apps. While most mobile apps are built using native code, there are avenues of creating mobile apps out of front-end web code. These consist of apps or services designed to package up an HTML, CSS, and JavaScript app within another native app so they can run on a mobile or tablet device. These apps and services also provide hooks into the native functions and services, allowing a front-end developer to tap into the use of hardware like the camera or GPS on a device. The mobile space is one that is gaining traction for front-end web developers and offers a lot of career opportunities. A plus with this mobile web development approach is the idea that one app code can be built and can be used across different delivery avenues with very minor differences. Where to work? So where would we work? Well, there's employment and company, freelance or contract work, or we could take on building our own web-based product or service. Each of these has some additional learning paths needed. If we want to pursue a position at a company, we will be facing an interview process to land a job, and our positioning will largely be dictated by our project experience and landscape knowledge we can show. A front-end web developer job position will involve crafting HTML and CSS, typically from design mockups, to implement new features to existing web apps and sites, and writing JavaScript to implement user experience interaction and data persistence. It will also involve working with company-selected tools and software, most likely a single IDE app and a source control solution or version control. Some of the benefits to a company position is the ability to work within a team environment and the opportunity to learn and grow our skill set from that environment. Training, mentorship, and constant visibility of other developers' code all provide several paths for personal career growth that can lead to career advancement. Becoming a freelance front-end web developer is something usually approached by developers who have spent some time in the industry. Experience with multiple projects, the multitude of programming and design challenges that one would have to come across and have to solve, and the experience of working through project feature timelines and planning are all skill sets that have high translation value to taking on freelance contract work. But that doesn't mean that freelance work is not possible for someone just starting in a front-end web development industry. In fact, with the state of the web today, there is a wide variety of contract needs available out there that range from projects or tasks that don't require years of technical experience to those that do. A freelance role will have us working with existing projects and version control around them, but we may have a need to run our own version control and tooling as well. A third career option for front-end web development is to take on building our own application or site idea. This approach will most likely require us to work more of the full stack. But there are more and more services and solutions coming to market to handle server-side stuff that is making it easier for us to stay in the front-end landscape and focus our expertise there and turn out sites and applications that are serviceable. Building our own application or site will basically have us doing all of our own business stuff. We would be handling not only front-end development, but figuring out tooling and version control project management, and all of the stuff that accompanies having a business.